We're going to make honey cornbread. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with a cup of medium or coarsely ground cornmeal. And we're going to add to that a cup of buttermilk, or in this case, buttermilk substitute. We're going to set this aside and let it soak for several minutes. And then in this bowl, we'll add our dry ingredients together. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, a half cup of white sugar, a quarter cup of white sugar, a quarter cup of brown sugar. We'll stir those together a little bit. Then we add a tablespoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to stir this with a fork because it makes it easier to break up any lumps. At this point, we're going to add some other things to this. We're going to add a third of a cup of honey, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to add 2 eggs. First, we'll beat those eggs up with a fork a little bit, and then we'll add them into our wet ingredients. Now we combine our wet and dry ingredients. You really don't want to overmix this, but you do want it so that everything is mixed. Okay, to that we add a half cup of butter, which we melted and allowed to cool slightly, and mix that in. A spoon doesn't do a great job of mixing melted butter in, but the whisk does a pretty reasonable job. Okay, what we're going to do now is pull that pan out of the oven. We're going to set our timer for about 25 minutes. I put this in the oven too hot. It's kind of well done, but I think it's going to be good just the same. So let's cut a slice of it and take a look and see what we got. We have a nice moist cornbread that's a little down on the bottom, but I'm going to eat it and enjoy it anyway because I really, really like cornbread. Once again, thanks for watching.